Deuteronomy 21 and 21.
And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers.
See, he will take us back to that land. Eventually, the elect are going to cry out. They're going to mourn. The 1/3 are going to mourn. They're going to wake up to how unclean they are, how unclean this place is, and they're going to mourn and cry out to the Most High. And the Most High is going to hear our cry, and he's going to let us go. Pharaoh, he's going to harden the heart of Pharaoh. He's going to harden the heart of Trump. He's going to harden the heart of the Edomite nation. All these nations, he's going to harden them. That's where you're going to get Jacob's trouble. And the 2/3 of our people are going to turn on us and be the biting dogs of these other nations that hunt us.
No, because Esau didn't do the dirty work when finding the Jake. Like the brother said, they usually had a dog or another Jake on a leash. And then when they let that dog go, the dog would get the Jake.
Tonto? Tonto was
He's a dog on a leash.
He was a dog. He was a coon dog. That's what they called him.
What do you want? I'll get him.
Retriever.
All he did was he could run a little faster and he could think a little smarter. He's still a dog.
He knew the way of the Israelite because he was an Israelite. But he was using that Israelite to hunt Israelites.
No. Just like you said, to catch a criminal, you got to be a criminal.
And when that RFID chip comes out, believe me, they're going to sell their own children, their mother. They're going to hunt you for food. They're going to get so hungry that they're going to, what did they do, the Gadites? They said if you scalp a Gadite, it was $5 in those days, but it was equivalent to like 20 today. They said at each scalp they would give you $5. You don't think they were hunting you?
Just for the scalp.
Your own people would hunt you for your scalp. There was actually Gadites that was going against other Gadites just for their scalp. Because times are so hard, you got to eat. So,
unless you're spiritual.
Right. That's what's going to divide us. Go ahead, brother.
And they shall possess it. And these are the words that the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
And not of peace. Just like he said, a man will take his father's wife. Where is the peace in that? How do you have peace when you're afraid your wife will go commit adultery because there's nothing you can do about it? That's how desperate this place is. They take all authority away and give it to the sick, and it's backwards. It's completely backwards. The children, which have no understanding, have all power, and the senior, which has the experience and the understanding, is looked down as a child.
And they treat him like a child too.
The woman is put over the man. The homosexuals is put over the heterosexual. So how is that? How is there peace in this land? How is the real Israelites, if they're in the promised land, where's the peace at? Why is the biggest homosexual party on the earth in Tel Aviv?
Or how do you have the biggest religion saying that the laws are done away with? The laws of the Most High, but the Jews have been set up. And according to prophecy, once they've been set up, the laws of the Most High will rule over the entire world, will govern the world.
But in fact, Jewish actually openly say that they're atheists.
So how are they the real children of the Most High if they literally don't believe?
And if they are, why do they need so much help? America sends billions of dollars over there.
Because people don't want to see. People don't want the truth to come out. Because once the truth comes out, judgment comes out.
Hey, brother, grab that, what is it, Isaiah 24? Because they ran from the fear. So they shall fall in the pit.
This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 18. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare.
Right.
For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake.
So, one is the ones that run from this truth, that try to hide it and act ignorant, they're going to fall into a pit. Meaning, it's going to come upon them unexpectedly. Then, the one that climbs out of the pit, he's going to get caught in a snare. Meaning, you try to escape this judgment, and you're going to be destroyed too. It's a safety. What is it called? That remember?
It's a
that?
fail-safe system.
Fail-safe system.
He literally, the Most High set it up to the point where if you escape trap number 1, trap number 2 is at the end of trap number 1.
What is that one scripture where it says,
if
you flee a bear,
then if you flee a lion, turn around, you should meet a bear.
Yep.
It should be like you meet a bear. Because that's what the Most High is saying. You can't run from judgment, no matter who you are, including us. If our judgment is to catch death in the end of this whole entire thing, then we take it not with pride but humility, because we're low in this thing. But you got a lot of people that are trying to do the most, get out of their line,
grab Amos 5:19.
basically run from their judgment.
Con, and you're not gonna run.
You're not. It's like what's his face, Nate. The only reason Nate goes so hard is because the apostles are pushing this truth so hard. His judgment is right at the door, always like a bill collector. That's the only reason why he's pushing so hard in wickedness.
It's on his heel.
It's right on him. He's scared. You can see it on him.
Any day
that pride is puffing him up.
That's what it said. Did we not just read that? You are puffed up. And that's not talking about Edomites. That's talking about you Israelites.
Thinking that you're going to
so
be doing
puffed
something.
Up, you would take your own father's wife. You think you're allowed that?
You think Nate thought he was allowed to take the doctrine he was taught
and pervert it
and flip it? Let me go ahead. I see what you got there, but let me just flip it.
You got that?
You're not making money.
Okay.
Amos 5, verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
So, just like that, every danger is on every corner.
And you hear that too? My man said he ran from a lion. That's a ferocious beast, and met a bear. And if you got away from that bear, and then you rested for a bit, you got bit by a serpent. And if you get bit by a serpent, that venomous poison isn't always a fast death. Sometimes it could take an hour or two.
Oh, it's painful too.
There you go. So regardless, if you want to run from this judgment, he's got this judgment.
You know what the venom does too? Is it actually eats your muscle. So you're going to be consumed either way. What was the lion going to do? He was going to consume
you from the outside in.
Yeah.
What was the bear going to do? Outside in. What's the venom going to do? Inside. And it's painful.
So you can't escape. Even if you escape the FEMA camps, the RFID chip, the death squads.
You got a nuke waiting for you.
There's a plague. There's going to be plagues. You're going to drink water that has a dead body upriver.
That's been spoiling it for weeks.
And you're not going to have that patience. You're going to be like Esau and just drink the water right away.
And then you get sick and it takes you a week to die.
Oh.
And you're shitting your pants.
And right before you die, cannibals come and start eating you.
Woo!
Read that verse you have again, huh?
Come. It's Isaiah chapter 24, verse 18. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit.
Right.
And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake.
Right. Go ahead.
Back where you left off?
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6.